God is saying to you, my dear child, listen closely, for I speak to you today as your eternal and unchanging God. I see your heart, I hear your prayers, and I understand every cry that emerges from the depths of your soul. You will move forward. Yes, you will rise above every obstacle, and the world will witness that I, the Lord of all creation, stand firmly beside you. Your long-awaited blessing is coming swiftly, and nothing, no power in heaven or on earth can stand in its way. This is my solemn promise. Soon you will receive the answer you have longed for. Your greatest need shall be met, your health restored, your broken heart healed, and the person you love will return to your life as if guided by my very hand. Open your heart now, and let courage flood through your spirit. Do not hesitate or doubt, for I am breathing renewed strength into your soul. Let your joy begin this very moment. I want to see you radiating such happiness and vitality that friends, neighbors, and family cannot help but notice the transformation when they come seeking you. They will behold a smile that reflects the abundance I have declared over your life. My word is absolute truth, and when I decree prosperity, restoration, and divine favor, it must be fulfilled. Remember my promises constantly, so that fear, anxiety, and worry find no place within you. I draw a line today. Your suffering ends. Now a new season. Dawns a time of laughter, warm memories and blessings overflowing like a mighty river from my throne. Do not be afraid. My child, wipe away your tears. Silence the voice of despair, and place your unwavering trust in me, for I am the living God who speaks to you at this very moment, the God who sacrificed himself on the cross to declare your worth and secure your future. I have never turned a deaf ear to your plea. I feel your heart as it beats with humble faith, a faith that reaches my heavenly court. Know this, when you call upon my name with sincerity, I fling open the doors of grace, and the fullness of my blessing pours forth without measure. My presence dwells not with the proud or the arrogant, but with those who carry a gentle and humble spirit in you. I find a heart prepared to receive divine treasures. Always remember that you can place your complete trust in my unmatched power and unwavering faithfulness. I am not a distant figure who forgets your pain. I am the God who walked among you, who suffered for you, who rose again to ensure your victory. No enemy, no crisis, no moment of weakness can separate you from my protective. Embrace whatever form your trials may take. Illness, financial hardship, strained relationships, or inner turmoil. Know that my hand remains upon you. I repeat these words so you will never forget them. Seek me every day. Let my words echo in your mind, and let them nourish your soul. My power is limitless, and my will to deliver you is certain. That is why I remind you continually. I do not speak empty promises. I fulfill each one in due time. I want your faith to be unwavering, your nights to be peaceful and free from torment, your mornings to be bright with renewed hope. Sleep with the absolute certainty that my promise is eternal and unbreakable. Awaken with courage in your heart, knowing that no force can nullify the covenants I have established. I do not lie. I have never lied. My love for you stretches beyond the boundaries of time, and my blessings will continue to flow over every aspect of your life, from spiritual renewal and financial provision to the restoration of broken dreams. I stand as your unfailing source. Let these truths settle in your heart. I am the God who redeems, who uplifts, who holds you gently in the palm of my hand. I will never abandon you, never forsake you, never fail to remember the depth of my sacrifice for your freedom. Embrace this reality. You're stepping into a season of divine alignment and multiplied favor. Your journey forward is filled with promise, and your breakthrough will be evident for all to see. Walk confidently into the future. I have prepared for you days of spiritual growth, miraculous healings, renewed relationships, and abundant grace. This is my vow, my eternal pledge. Know it, believe it, breathe it in. I see in your eyes now that spark of belief and hope, that renewed strength you have chosen to embrace your words of faith and trust. Warm my heart and remind me why I have set you on this path. You have come so far, my precious child. And though storms may rage and shadows attempt to obscure your vision, you are learning to hold tightly to the truth of my promises. Yes, the enemy rages, hoping to convince you that I have abandoned you or that my love is conditional. But I tell you now, with all the power of eternity behind my voice, I have not forsaken you, nor will I ever. I stand with you, unwavering, my arms open wide. Feel my presence like a gentle breeze passing through your soul in me. There is peace that surpasses all earthly comprehension, if things do not unfold as you expect. Remember that I see the full tapestry of your life, woven with precision and purpose, even when you stumble or stray. I remain, even when you doubt. I persist in showering you with grace. My heart aches to see you question your worth or my devotion. Do not believe the lies whispered by those who envy your destiny. Instead, plant your feet firmly upon the promises I have made, promises that are written in the heavens and sealed with my unbreakable word. Now step closer. Let the tears fall, if they must. Let your voice tremble with emotion. Do not hide from me. I know your struggles. I understand your fears, and I welcome your honesty. There is no shame in seeking my help. Give me every tear, every sigh, every worry. Place them into my hands and watch as I transform them into fresh strength and renewed vision. Remember the day I found you in the depths of despair, when hope seemed like a distant memory. It was I who carried you then, and it is I who carry you still. With each step forward, you are forging a legacy of faith. Heaven's angels sing over you, marveling at your perseverance and courage. The enemy will try to distract you, to plant thoughts as insidious as weeds among your blooming garden of trust. But you have learned to identify those weeds and pluck them out before they root too deeply. Your mind and heart belong to me, and I fill them now with clarity, passion, purpose, and an unshakable confidence in what lies ahead. I know this world can be uncertain, and I know you sometimes wonder where to turn. Turn to me. I promise, I vow that my faithfulness is not some fleeting emotion. It is the core of my being, this covenant we share. This holy bond will outlast any earthly trial. You will never be without my guidance, and you will never walk alone when others fail you. I will be your constant friend when the night seems darkest. I will be the lamp that lights your path when every door appears closed. I will open one you never knew existed now. Lift your head, breathe deep, the air of new beginnings. Trust not in what your eyes behold, but in what I have spoken into. Existence. Leave doubts at the threshold, and walk onward, covered by the shield of my love. The inheritance I have prepared is waiting. No enemy can cancel it. No lie can undo it. Your life has purpose, and that purpose is flowering under my careful watch. Let these words settle in your heart like seeds destined to bear fruit. Your trust in me will not return. Void, commit yourself now. When you feel fear, you will lean into my presence. When worry arises, you will recall my eternal promises. When adversity strikes, you will stand firm, anchored in my truth. You have chosen well, and I embrace you with a joy unspeakable and full of glory. My beloved child, listen carefully when I stepped into your world as the God-man. Yes, as Jesus Christ, walking among humanity. I came to the creation that has always been mine. I formed the earth, shaped the stars, and breathed life into the first man and woman. Everything from the smallest grain of sand to the mightiest mountain peak belongs to me. Although people often imagine their possessions as their own, remember this eternal truth. You and all you claim to own are under my loving sovereignty. Even the breath in your lungs and the strength in your hands originate from me. Do not think that you are alone or cast aside. No, matter how isolated your heart may feel, consider how I redeemed you. I paid an astronomical price, the price of my own blood, so you might know your immense worth. Think of Mary of Magdala, who once carried burdens too heavy for a human soul to bear. I found her, freed her from oppression, and filled her heart with renewed purpose, just as I did for her. I have done for you. You are my treasure, and the colossal cost I paid for your life proves how precious you are in my sight. When doubts try to rob you of your confidence, when the enemy whispers lies about your value, ponder this truth and dispel the darkness, because you are cherished. I long for you to nourish yourself in every dimension, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Feed your spirit by meditating on my word. Reflect on the psalms that David sang, those songs that turned fear into praise and uncertainty into triumph. Let your soul dance like David before the ark of my presence. Revisit the wisdom of prophets, like Isaiah, who spoke of hope amid chaos, or the unwavering trust of Abraham, who believed my promises even when they seemed impossible. As you immerse yourself in the living truth of Scripture, your perspective will shift, and you'll see beyond the veil of this troubled world into the reality of my steadfast love. Guard your heart, protect it from those who might misuse your trust and kindness. Joseph, my faithful servant, learned to trust me. Even when betrayed by his own brothers, I elevated him from a pit of despair to a palace of influence. You too must learn. Discern setting healthy boundaries for your emotions and your body, which is a sacred temple of my Holy Spirit. Care for yourself and those around you with wisdom and tenderness, mirroring the compassion Jesus showed to the hurting crowds he encountered. You are not just redeemed for your own sake. I have commissioned you to share the glorious good news of eternal life with others. Think of Paul, once bound in chains of sin and ignorance, transformed into a herald of my grace through his testimony. countless souls discovered the gift of salvation. Likewise, I entrust you with this sacred mission. Shine like a lamp on a stand, guiding others to the free gift of salvation. Speak of hope to the weary, strength to the fearful, and truth to the searching. As you do, your life becomes a tapestry of miracles, an ongoing testament to my power at work within. You know this. I watch over you with unwavering vigilance, and care feel the warmth and security of my love enveloping you like a father's embrace. Every intricate detail of your life is woven into a greater story, a narrative I have written with divine precision as I worked through humble shepherds, reluctant prophets, and simple fishermen. I now work through. You trust that all things fit together for good when you love me and walk according to my design. In a world fractured by sin's consequences, it is tempting to believe that random chance governs events. Do not be deceived just because human understanding falls short, like a child trying to grasp the wisdom of an elder, does not mean there is no order or purpose. Recall how I parted the Red Sea for Moses and the Israelites making a way where none seemed possible. Remember how I guided Daniel, even in the lion's den, and shielded Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from fiery flames. These stories are not legends or distant myths. They are living testimonies of my sovereign power. If you could witness what I see, the angelic guardians I dispatch on your behalf, the intricate interconnections I orchestrate behind the scenes, you would never doubt my faithful provision. You would rest fully confident in the knowledge that I am with you, just as I was with Elijah when he heard my still small voice, whispering hope into his weary spirit. This is why faith is essential. Faith allows you to trust in my mysterious, majestic presence, even when your eyes cannot perceive it. Your perspective is limited, like standing before a towering iceberg and seeing only its tip beneath the surface. I am orchestrating countless wonders too vast for your mortal mind. My ways transcend human logic, surpassing the boundaries of time and space. What appears as chaos and confusion now will one day be understood as the perfect craftsmanship of my eternal plan. Be assured, my beloved, I'm writing my holy name upon your heart, so that even in the fiercest storms you remember who you belong to. I do not fail my compassion like a mighty river overflows onto the shores of your life. I have bound myself to you, and my word endures far beyond the limitations of this world. Take these words, hold them tightly, and know that every syllable is forged from a love so profound that no force can break it. Your story is still unfolding. Miracles await promises. Stand firm, and I, the Lord your God, remain by your side today. You have chosen to cling to my word tomorrow. You will see the fruit of that trust. Walk with peace, walk with confidence, and walk with the full assurance that your life is hidden in my everlasting embrace. My covenant is unshakable, my devotion unwavering, and my blessings unending. I will not fail you. This I declare with all the authority of heaven, and so it has been so. It is, and so it shall forever be. I see your heart now open and ready to embrace my presence in this very moment. I am drawing nearer, and my light is shining upon every hidden corner of your soul. You have given yourself, offered your tears, your laughter, and every fragment of your story. To me, understand that none of it has been overlooked, No action, no word, no tear. I have witnessed your devotion and your struggles alike. I have seen how the world has misunderstood you, how your kindness was sometimes met with harshness, and yet you continued to believe, you continued to fight to love, to wait upon my word, that perseverance pleases me and calls forth my favor. Now let your heart rest in this truth. I am here to lift you up beyond the realms of human limitation. You are not merely surviving. You are stepping into a season of thriving through the grace and mercy I pour into your life. Let go of the bitterness that tries to chain you and give me your pain in exchange. I will saturate your spirit with healing and strength. The path ahead may be steep, but I'm making your feet like those of a sure-footed deer that can ascend the highest heights without falling, my beloved child. I know the world sometimes feels cold and unyielding, as if love and compassion are locked behind sealed doors. But remember, the door to my heart is always open when others abandon you. I remain when others fail to see your worth. I celebrate the brilliance I placed within you when cruel words try to diminish your spirit. I speak a higher truth over your life. My word declares that you are cherished, that you belong, that you have an eternal purpose. No human voice can undo. I want you to see this clearly. The enemy tries to distract you with noise and chaos, hoping you will lose sight of what I have promised. But you, my warrior of faith, have authority through my name. Take hold of that power, wield it with faith and humility, and watch as obstacles crumble before you. You will find that you do not need to shout empty words into the wind instead. One whisper of genuine trust, one quiet prayer of true surrender will echo through the heavens and release miracles. I have placed in you the capacity to bring peace where there is discord, hope where there is despair, and love where there is hatred through your hands. Miracles will flow through your lips. Chains of unbelief will break every time you choose forgiveness over resentment, every time you show mercy instead of judgment. My spirit moves more freely in your life. The world may not understand such choices, but I do, and heaven rejoices in your obedience. And so when loneliness tries to drape itself over your shoulders like a heavy cloak, call my name. When the disappointments of life attempt to entangle your mind, call my name. When the silence of the night makes you wonder if anyone truly cares, call my name. I am listening. I am ready. I will lift you up to places where the air is clear, where you will see beyond the temporary struggles into the eternal landscape of my plans for you. You must know I have valued every ounce of love you have poured out, even when it seemed to evaporate in the desert of ungrateful hearts. Every time you gave, when you were empty, every time you sacrificed comfort for someone else's peace. It rose before me as a beautiful offering. Nothing is lost. I am not only the God of second chances, I am the God of perfect restoration. I specialize in returning to you what has been stolen, sometimes in more astonishing ways than you can imagine. Trust in this promise, for I do not speak lightly. Look ahead now. You are entering a time where the seeds of faith you planted will bear fruit. You will marvel as I align circumstances, open new doors, and surround you with the right people at the right time. You will realize that every lesson you learned, every tear you cried, Every prayer you whispered was a step in the unfolding of a divine design. My design rest in me, embrace my love as the banner over your life. Let my words define who you are, not the voices of those who refuse to see your worth. Let my promises guide your path, not the faint echoes of fear that try to return. Allow my spirit to set a guard at the entrance of your mind, so that nothing contrary to my truth gains a foothold within you. You be at peace, for I am not a distant, indifferent observer. I am intimately involved, your closest ally, your fiercest protector. I have always been here before your first breath and beyond your final sigh, and I will always be. My love is not conditional. It endures every season, every trial, and every victory you encounter. You remain under my wing, safeguarded against the storms that howl outside. I have already sent forth my answer. But child, I want you to learn how to trust me. Fully lean, not solely on your understanding, no matter how keen your intellect might be. I see all things, both the visible and the invisible. While you navigate the paths of this world, know that I have been scouting ahead, ensuring the traps and snares of the enemy cannot overtake you. You do not stand alone in the darkness. My light surrounds you, guiding and illuminating every step of your journey. Do not fear the raging threats that come against you. Even if the adversary lurks roaring like a lion in the unseen realm, you are guarded and protected. My angels stand as watchmen. My words form a shield. My spirit fills your heart with courage. I am preparing you to rise above every accusation, every lie, every obstacle that tries to undermine your calling. I have not raised you up so that you would crumble at the slightest challenge. I have equipped you so you can flourish even in adversity. Now trust deeply in me, because what I have begun in you, I will surely complete. Your transformation is not just a passing phase, it is the birth of a new life. Guided by my hand, as you walk forward, you will discover that my love is not a distant concept, but a living force that revitalizes your entire being. Peace will reside in your thoughts, and joy will radiate from your countenance. Others will be drawn to the light shining in your eyes, and they will wonder what has changed. Yet, you will know the truth. I dwell within you, and you are held. In my embrace, child, you will see that I am never late. My timing is flawless before the burden even settles on your shoulders. I provide relief before the battle begins. I have declared your victory before the storm arrives. I have spoken peace, be still. I am always just one step ahead, turning what the enemy meant for harm into opportunities for growth and triumph. Let these truths anchor your heart. Lift your eyes. Now look beyond the immediate worries and see the horizon of my faithfulness stretching into eternity. When you wake tomorrow and the world tries to impose its anxieties upon you, recall my promise. When your heart is tempted to tremble, remember how I have carried you thus far when everything around you seems uncertain. Remember that I do not fail. My word does not return empty. What I declare will stand firm through every trial and test. In this moment of holy quiet, receive once again the peace I am breathing into you. My presence saturates the atmosphere, soaking into every fiber of your soul. You will never again be who you once were, because you are now walking in step with me. The past is redeemed, The present is held securely, and the future overflows with promise. Nothing will separate you from my love. Nothing will halt the flow of blessings destined for you. Nothing will diminish the strength I have poured into you. Therefore, do not waver. Speak to me in prayer, not only when desperation presses in, but also when joy abounds. Let gratitude be your first language. Declare your trust, and watch as your faith reshapes your reality. Let go of the weight you've carried on your own shoulders. My shoulders are broad, my hands are mighty. I desire to bear your burdens, not see you struggle beneath them from this day forward. Move confidently knowing that I, the Lord your God, have spoken over your life a word of invincible love and an unbreakable promise. Keep your heart open, your ears attentive, your spirit humble, and you will see greater wonders unfold. I have made my dwelling with you, and I shall never depart. I hear the longing in your heart, even now as you reflect on all that I have spoken. I recognize the battles within your mind and the whispers of doubt that try to convince you that I am distant, detached, or that your pleas go unnoticed. But I am not distant, nor have I ever been. I dwell closer than the very breath you draw. I am listening always as you kneel before me in the quiet darkness of the early morning. Know that I have been eagerly waiting for that moment, long before your eyes flutter open. Lean into this certainty. I, your God, am a Father who rejoices in every sincere word you offer. Your prayers are like fragrant incense, rising before my throne of grace. They move my heart, not because of their length or eloquence, but because you have chosen to trust me, surrendering your soul's concerns at my feet. When you lift your voice and share your burdens, I see the purity of your faith and the vulnerability of your spirit. Do not be ashamed of your tears. Each one is precious to me, and I hold them as treasures that will one day be exchanged for shouts of victory and laughter. Remember, I have not asked you to be perfect or powerful in your own strength. I have not demanded that you conquer every challenge alone. Rather, I ask that you acknowledge your needs, for in doing so, you invite my strength to become your strength and my wisdom to guide your path. The world may push you to rely on your own cleverness to strive, without end to fear the unknown, but I call you to a higher truth. Rely on me, trust in me, and discover that my power is made perfect in your weakness, in every circumstance. From the heights of celebration to the depths of struggle, I urge you to keep your heart directed toward me. When the sun shines brightly on your face, thank me. And when the shadows seem to lengthen, call out my name with unyielding faith. You will find that my grace is sufficient for all seasons. Let this truth be engraved in your memory. I do not relent. I do not waver. I am your ally, your protector, your everlasting refuge. There will come a time when those who doubted you, disrespected you, or undervalued your worth will see my work in your life. They will recognize that I have transformed you into a living testimony of my grace. And when they return seeking reconciliation, extend your hand with genuine forgiveness. Speak not words of condemnation, but of compassion, demonstrating that it is my love shining through you that has molded your heart into a vessel of mercy and kindness. Do not underestimate the power of a single prayer, of a heart turned toward me, in the quiet hours of a spirit resilient in hope and faith. Those simple acts, repeated steadily over time, forge an unbreakable connection between us. They shape your character, refine your purpose, and strengthen your soul. Know that each prayer I inspire you to pray contains the seed of an answer, a blessing, a moment of breakthrough, when I promise you that none of your cries will go unheard. I mean it, even the petitions you've forgotten. I remember even the dream that seemed lost. I can resurrect, release the heavy burdens you have carried so long. Let them drop before me. I have never intended for you to travel through life, bearing more weight than your shoulders can endure with me. You will find rest with me. You will uncover the kind of peace that endures amidst chaos with me. You will learn to soar above the storms that once seemed insurmountable today. Receive this word as a fresh wind of hope. Let it fill the empty spaces where worry once lived. Allow it to settle in your thoughts, so that when doubts arise, you have a solid truth to cling to. I have gone before you, leveling mountains, parting seas, illuminating the darkest valleys. Take courage, you do not journey forward alone. My presence precedes you and follows you. My goodness and mercy trail behind you, ensuring that your life's path is marked by my faithfulness. I see you now standing at the threshold of transformation, your heart opened to the warmth of my presence. You have chosen to cast away the old patterns that once held you captive, and now you face a horizon bathed in the light of promise. I want you to understand that this journey is not just about shedding what was broken. It is about embracing what is new, good, and filled with divine purpose. Your faith, now stronger than ever, has become the anchor of your soul. Feel how deeply my love and truth have taken root in your heart. You are no longer defined by the whispers of those who doubted you, nor by the shadows of your past that once clouded your vision. I am planting seeds of courage, kindness, and wisdom within you. Seeds that will blossom into a garden of blessings that others will admire and long to understand as you move forward. Keep your eyes on me, the one who never leaves your side. Know that I have not merely repaired your broken pieces. I have recreated you into a masterpiece that reflects my love and glory. You have been molded through trials, but now you stand refined and purified in every challenge you face. I am weaving the tapestry of a story that proclaims victory, renewal, and faithfulness. Do not be surprised when those around you begin to notice the change taking shape in you. They may marvel at your patience, wonder at your calm demeanor, or envy the peace that radiates from your smile. Take these moments as invitations to share the truth of what I have done. Show them that true strength comes from surrender, that genuine peace rises from prayer, and that authentic joy flows freely when your life is planted in my presence. If doubts attempt to resurface, remember that I have poured out my Spirit upon you. Through my Spirit, you have access to wisdom beyond human comprehension, comfort that cannot be shaken, and guidance that will never mislead. Let this assurance fuel your perseverance when the wind howls and the rain beats against the windows of your heart. Take refuge under the shelter of my promises. You will notice that as you pray, as you trust in me, the darkness loses its power. Your prayer is not a timid whisper disappearing into empty air. It is a powerful proclamation that shifts atmospheres, opens doors, and invites miracles, prayer places, you in my will and under my care. When you pause to lift your voice in faith, your words harmonize with heaven's chorus, and together we sing a song of redemption, hope, and endless possibilities. Guard your thoughts vigilantly, for your mind is now a sacred space. Let no resentment dwell. There let no bitterness anchor itself in your soul. Instead, nurture gratitude and forgiveness. They are the keys that keep the gates of blessing wide open in every circumstance. Find a reason to thank me and watch as your gratitude transforms even the hardest moments into stepping stones toward deeper faith as the days go by. You will see my hand in every detail of your life when you need direction. I will guide your steps when you hunger for truth. I will fill you with my wisdom. When you are weary, I will carry you as a shepherd carries a beloved lamb, pressing you close, making sure you feel my heartbeat in seasons of plenty and in seasons of drought. I remain constant, your unshakable rock, your faithful refuge. Look ahead with a heart unburdened by worry. Stand firm in the assurance that I am orchestrating the events of your life for your good and my glory. Each sunrise is a reminder that my mercies are fresh, and each sunset is a gentle whisper that you have never been alone. No pain is wasted, no tear forgotten. I transform each trial into a testament of courage, each sorrow into a seed of joy. Live boldly, knowing you are deeply loved. Speak tenderly, knowing that kind words have power to heal. Think clearly, remembering that I renew your mind. Daily walk confidently, because I have promised that your steps are ordered by my hand. Take every opportunity to shine with my love, and when people ask about the source of your light, tell them of the one who shaped you anew. You are chosen, cherished, and called. You have been given every resource you need to flourish. My spirit is not merely visiting. He dwells within you, ever present and ready to guide. Believe this with all your heart, and you will see how your life unfolds into a breathtaking story, a testament to grace that will inspire others to seek me as you have opened your heart now and receive the fullness of my love, for I have come to dwell with you in this very moment. You are not abandoned. You are not unknown. My eyes have always been upon you, guiding, protecting, and cherishing every breath you take. I have inscribed your name upon my hands. I hold you as my treasured possession. All your fears and uncertainties can fade away, for my light shines upon you, and my truth sets you free. Do not measure your worth by the judgments of the world. Do not let the fleeting opinions of others define your identity. I have declared you worthy. I have declared you precious. Your value comes from me, not from shifting circumstances or human approval. Remember this: my promises are eternal, and my word never falters. You can trust in my guidance as you step forward into your destiny, for I have charted a course that leads to fulfillment, peace, and joy. Yes, you have faced storms before, and you may face storms again, but none can destroy the purposes I have set for you. Know that even as the winds howl and the waves crash, I stand by your side, offering my hand, steadying your heart in these moments of turmoil. Learn to lean on me to find strength in my presence, Your pain, your tears, your quiet sighs. None of these go unseen. I collect them, transform them, and use them to water the seeds of greatness within you. My child, do not be surprised when I begin to remove certain weights from your life, some relationships, habits, or desires that once seemed essential may fade away as I refine you. It is not loss, it is pruning, preparing you for new growth, making room for a richer harvest. Trust my loving hand in this process. I know precisely what needs to remain and what must pass. And in this divine exchange, you will gain more than you could ever lose from this day onward. You will see the world with new eyes, eyes that recognize possibility, beauty, and hope, where others see only barriers. The path before you shimmers with promise as I lead you, step by step. Your prayers rise before me, and I delight in answering them in ways that exceed your imagination. Perhaps the answer will come in a moment of quiet revelation, a door opening unexpectedly, or a gentle whisper nudging your heart. Be attentive, for I will speak in countless ways, always leading you toward truth. Invite me into every corner of your life. Let me be a part of your decision, making your dreams, your laughter, your tears, your quiet moments, and your celebrations. When you rise in the morning, greet me with praise. When you rest at night, surrender the day's troubles into my care. You will find that I work tirelessly on your behalf, orchestrating details and weaving together a tapestry of blessing. You are never alone, even when human companionship feels scarce. I surround you with my presence. Heaven's angels stand guard over you, and my spirit fills your soul with courage and peace in moments of weakness. Remember that I am your strength in moments of despair. Recall that I am your hope in moments of confusion. Know that I am your clarity. Lean into this truth and watch as your burdens lighten and your spirit soars. Lift your head. Now, my beloved, breathe deeply. The air of new beginnings, let my love wash over you, cleansing away the residue of past regrets and failures. You are free, truly free, to embrace the life I have intended for you. Since the beginning of time, it does not matter how impossible your dreams may seem with me. All things are possible. I am the one who calls forth life from barren lands, who brings forth springs in the wilderness. Nothing is too difficult for me. So walk forward boldly, knowing who you are, my cherished child, chosen and set apart. Let your heart overflow with gratitude. Let your lips speak words of blessing and encouragement. Let your hands extend help to those in need, and let compassion guide your steps. As you do this, you join me in my work, participating in the grand design of love and purpose that I have unfolded over the ages in this sacred relationship between you and me. There is nothing missing, nothing lacking. Every piece of the puzzle is falling into place. Receive my blessing, my peace, and my power. Stand secure in the knowledge that I, your heavenly Father, hold your destiny firmly in my grasp. Together, we will move mountains, calm storms, and breathe life into every dream worthy of your calling. And now I call you to step forward with boldness. Your tears of sorrow have been replaced by tears of delight, and every drop of that spiritual rain falling on you carries my promise. You will lack no good thing. Lift your face toward the heavens and feel my warmth shining upon you, dispelling every shadow of doubt and fear. Your heart is tender now, softened by my care, and open to receive the fullness of my love. Allow yourself to be carried in my arms, as I guide you to new pastures green and abundant, where your soul will flourish and thrive. You are a testimony of my power to rebuild what was broken. Your story is a living witness that ashes can be turned into beauty, and mourning into dancing. Walk with assurance, knowing that I have placed a divine mark upon your life, one that cannot be erased by the words of critics or the schemes of the enemy. Even the darkness recognizes the radiance of my presence within you. Let your confidence bloom as you realize how precious you are in my sight. My grace will shine through your words, your actions, your very posture, causing others to wonder what unseen strength sustains you. Yes, I am sending my angels to fight unseen battles on your behalf. Their swords clash in realms beyond your ordinary vision, ensuring that no harm befalls you when confusion arises. I will give you clarity when enemies attempt to ensnare you. I will break their traps and scatter their plans when you grow weary. Lean into my presence and rest when you are unsure of the next step. Call upon me, and I will show you the way. Your prayers do not rise in vain. They climb like fragrant incense before my throne, and I delight in answering them. I am not distant, nor do I remain silent. Listen carefully. Open the ears of your heart. I am constantly whispering encouragement, calling you beloved, reminding you that this path is for your growth, not your destruction. As you become more sensitive to my voice, you will recognize my guidance in unexpected places, in the quiet rustle of leaves, in the kindness of a strange, in the quiet revelation that sets your mind at peace. The more you trust me, the more miracles will unfold before your eyes. Healing will break forth like the dawn. Old wounds, once scarring your soul, will fade as I pour my soothing balm into every hurt. Relationships will mend, doors will open, and understanding will replace confusion. I will restore what you thought was gone forever and return what was stolen. And as you testify of my goodness, those around you will realize that I, the Lord your God, am the source of your strength, your hope, and your joy. Keep looking upward, keep pressing forward. There is no season, no moment in your life that I cannot redeem. My promises are not empty phrases. They are seeds of truth planted in fertile ground, ready to bloom in their proper time. Your life will reflect my glory as you learn to trust in my timing, surrender to my purpose, and seek my counsel in all things. This is your inheritance, to walk confidently in the knowledge of who you are in me, to triumph over adversity, to conquer fear with faith, to comfort the broken, and to shine as a beacon of hope in a darkened world. Your tears of joy, your laughter, your radiant countenance will announce to everyone who sees you, I am loved, I am chosen, I am forever protected by the hand of the Almighty. Now, as you stand firmly upon the foundation of my promises, choose carefully whom you will trust. The voices seeking your downfall are numerous, shouting from the shadows and trying to distort your vision of truth. But my voice is steady, constant, and filled with hope. Look up above the noise, above the confusion, above the whirlwinds of opinions swirling around you. Hear me as I speak directly to your heart. I have covered you with a shield of favor that no lie, no curse, no malice can penetrate. I invite you now to rest in my presence, not just for a moment, but as a daily refuge when you awaken. Commit your day to me, and allow my voice to set the tone for your actions. In the quiet moments, before sleep, return to me again, and pour out your gratitude, leaving every worry in my hands. Remember, your steps are ordered, and none of them are wasted. Every experience, whether joyful or challenging, contributes to the growth of your faith maturity and understanding. If you find yourself tempted to react in anger or to believe the worst, pause. Close your eyes, call out to me, and feel my spirit stirring within your soul. I will remind you that you are not alone. I will guide you toward responses born from love, compassion, and patience rather than fear or pride. This is the way of true strength, not the world's fleeting bravado, but a divine resilience rooted in eternity. Watch how I begin to shift circumstances as you surrender your anxieties. Notice how relationships improve when you speak with grace and listen with discernment. See how what once seemed like insurmountable walls crumble into stepping stones, leading you to higher ground. I delight in showing you my faithfulness, not because you force my hand, but because it is my nature to bless and uplift those who cling to me in faith. Let this be the season where you learn to trust me wholeheartedly, put away your doubts, silence the internal voices that echo the negativity of others, instead feed on my word, allowing it to cleanse your thoughts and align them with my perfect will, just as the gardener prunes a vine so it can bear more fruit. So I refine and shape you, preparing you for greater abundance and deeper understanding. Your past may have held moments of pain, regret, and insecurity, but I have woven them all into a tapestry of redemption. Stand in the knowledge that I have carried you through every valley, I have led you over every mountain, I have preserved your life and soul when darkness tried to snuff out your light. The lessons learned in hardship will serve as wisdom in times ahead, equipping you to encourage and guide others who stumble along similar paths. Now, as you commit yourself fully to my ways, observe how I open doors that once seemed sealed shut. My plan is not to simply restore what you lost, but to enhance what you have, to usher in blessings that surpass your previous expectations. Embrace this journey of renewal. As you move forward, look for signs of my hand in the smallest details, an unexpected kindness, a word of affirmation, a door of opportunity swinging wide at just the right time. Know this: I have chosen you. I have set you apart. I have entrusted you with a precious legacy of hope and love, and I will provide all you need to carry it forth when you feel tired. I will renew your strength when you feel unsure. I will guide your steps when you feel unloved. I will wrap you in my everlasting arms. Nothing and no one can strip away your identity as my cherished child. Today is a turning point. Draw near to me and allow my presence to fill every hollow space. Speak truth over your circumstances. Sing songs of praise that chase away the heaviness of despair. Act with compassion even when none is shown to you. Live with integrity in a world that prizes shortcuts as you do. So I will magnify your influence, broaden your horizons, and elevate your life as a living testimony that my word is unbreakable, and my promises are sure. You have everything you need to walk in. Victory the path before you may twist and turn. But my hand will always be there, steady and reliable. Receive this assurance: I am your God, I am for you, and I will never abandon you. Everything, your past, your present, your future, is held securely under my watchful eye. Trust me completely, and know that I will guide you into triumphant peace. Now embrace these words, for they come from the deepest currents of my love and truth. You must understand that every stumble, every disappointment, and every tear was never meant to define you, but to refine you. I do not call you failure or unworthy. I call you beloved, chosen, and precious. As you turn your eyes toward me, you'll discover that I have always seen in you the potential for greatness, the capacity for courage, and the spark of divine purpose. Now is the time to shake off the lingering shadows of self-condemnation. Stand up in faith, secure in the knowledge that my mercy wipes away every mistake, and my grace paves the way to new beginnings. I am the one who restores the broken years and replenishes what was lost. I can and will fill your future with abundance and joy. If you let go of your old sorrow and step into the sunlight of my promises. Tell your family that I have planned a future marked by hope and overflowing with blessings. I will teach them to trust me through every season, whether rain or shine, and to find strength in knowing I hold their destinies securely in my hand. Let them know, healing to your soul, and renewing the courage that once lay dormant, you will become a source of blessing to your household and community. Just as Esther was chosen to deliver her people from destruction, you too will influence countless lives, guiding them away from the shadow of despair and into the light of hope. By my power, you will help others escape misery, illness, and even the shadow of death through your obedience. Many will rediscover life's meaning and hope's enduring flame in this new season. Watch as you encounter supportive friends who uplift rather than discourage. Surround yourself with those who recognize my work in you. Individuals who share wisdom, as I poured into Solomon, who spread my word as faithfully as the early disciples. As you speak confidently, your words will carry life and promise, like the faithful prophets who declared my truth without fear. Transformation is happening. Even now, can you sense the joy radiating from your heart? This is the life I designed for you, brimming with happiness, sustained by purpose, and anchored in unshakable faith. Never forget the central promise I have given you, the forgiveness of your sins. Through my Son's sacrifice, through his shed blood, I have cleared your debt. You stand cleansed, renewed, and granted eternal life. Think of Ruth, who found acceptance and blessing in a foreign land, or the Samaritan woman at the well, who discovered that I see and value every part of her story. Just as I cherish them, I cherish you. Lift your head high, walk forward boldly, and never again let shame weigh you down in my presence. You will taste true freedom, freedom from negative patterns, from the lies that once told you that you were not enough, not lovable, not strong. I have declared you a champion of champions. Just as Joseph rose from a pit of despair to a palace of influence, you too will rise beyond your past limitations. With every step you embrace your calling. A leader, a warrior, a living testimony of my grace, no longer a victim of circumstance. You become a vessel through which my power flows, teaching, encouraging, rescuing, and uplifting those who once stood hopeless. Look ahead with hopeful eyes. Your descendants shall be blessed like the countless stars. I once showed Abraham your children, and their children will walk in my favor, their lives weaving a tapestry of faith and perseverance. They will witness miracles that affirm who I am, the same God who parted the Red Sea for Moses, who led Joshua across the Jordan into a promised inheritance, and who raised my son from the dead, granting eternal victory over sin and the grave. I have not changed. I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever, constantly loving, continually guiding, and faithfully strengthening you. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Every victory an occasion for gratitude through the high peaks and low valleys. I hold your hand. You are never alone today. I call you to a new level of faith, a deeper understanding of my word, and a more profound trust in my plans. Embrace my presence, and you will witness how I turn even the fiercest storms into stepping stones toward your destiny. You will see how my love transcends human understanding, how my joy pierces even the darkest night, and how my wisdom shapes your every choice. Let this moment be your turning point. Commit to walking with me, speaking my truth, and resting in my unconditional love. Offer me your heart, your words, and your life in return. I will lead you into a legacy of honor, blessing, and abundant life, like a gardener nurturing a beloved vine. I will cultivate strength in you, prune away what hinders growth, and ensure that you flourish in every area. Go forth now, my beloved warrior. Your faith, obedience, and love will ripple through generations to come. I am your Father, your King, your eternal friend. Claim my promises, celebrate my faithfulness, and rejoice in the fullness of my love for you. Amen. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to reach 5,000 divine subscribers very soon. Please share this video to your loved ones. Type Amen to affirm. Thanks for watching.